It's the 2023 Holy Bull Stakes from Gulfstream Park. Welcome, everybody, to the 2023 Holy Bull Stakes live reaction. Matthew DeSantis and I am El Hombre. This should be a good one. We got a 8-horse field, and I think, are in lockstep that 3 have a good shot at winning and possibly a 4th. What do you expect to see here, Matthew?
Yeah, excited to see what the 1, 4, and 8 all do. Lord Miles on the inside for Saffy Joseph, Cyclone Mischief in the middle, the 4-horse for Dale Romans, and on the outside, Rocket Can for Bill Mott, who of course won the Pegasus World Cup last week with Art Collector. So looking for back-to-back feature wins at Gulfstream Park on consecutive Saturdays. But a really nice field here.
Yeah, I also like the 6 a little bit, Legacy Isle. He's the 4th choice. And the other 4 horses not getting much love from the public, so we got some long shots, price opportunities, if you will.
Yep.
They're loaded up. Who's going to break first?
Let's see. It's a good break. It's pretty clean, and Cyclone Mischief, as well as the Cowboy, actually, Western Cowboy.
West Coast Cowboy, yeah. West Coast Cowboy out to the early lead on the rail here. But there we go. Number 5, Mr. Bob out front. The two bombs must be setting a blistering pace here. But you do see the 4 right in the mix there, kind of squeezed together, and the 8. So the heavy hitters are making their presence felt. The 6 is actually out there on the outside going into second here. All the heavy hitters in the 2nd and 3rd and 4th lanes here.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, no real excuses for anyone. Everybody got away cleanly. They're racing in kind of a stalking mid-pack position, pretty tightly grouped in terms of that front group at least. And everybody's having a pretty decent trip so far. So like I said, no real excuses. We'll see how they angle out here around the 3rd turn. But everybody seems to be going along pretty well. Like you said, Legacy Isle going up on the outside now. Winner of the Mucho Macho Man confronting Mr. Bob up on the lead.
Yep, and we see Rocket Can starting to make some progression here on the third line, and looks like Cyclone Mischief is kind of waiting his turn here, but kind of jammed up. We'll see if he can break through here.
Yeah,
but the 8-horse Rocket Can going to the lead now.
Yep, here goes Rocket Can to the lead for
Shadow
Bill
Dragon.
And
Shadow Dragon, the 3's looking tough too. That's a bit of a surprise.
Yep.
Let's see the 8 Rocket Can striding. I won't say striding away. This is going to be interesting here. He is starting to break clear. Rocket Can's going to win it. 3-horse coming with him for the exacta, and the 2. We got some bombs underneath Rocket Can. Wow.
Absolutely. No, some huge bombs underneath there, but Rocket Can with a big win for Bill Mott. Like I said before it started, consecutive feature wins at Gulfstream Park with Art Collector and now Rocket Man.
Shout out to the trust fund, baby. That was a good hit for the boys. Good hit for the boys. I blew it in the Tour de Force on a personal level, which nobody cares about, but good stuff, man. Rocket Can looking impressive. The question is, was he the most impressive 3-year-old at Gulfstream today?
Yeah, I think that is. I think that's a good question, because what we saw from Tapit Trice in race 8 was super impressive, going around the 1-turn mile and just pulling away from stablemate Shesterkin. So Tapit Trice, I think, a lot of people are saying pointed to the Fountain of Youth next, pointed to the Gotham next potentially. So, he's going to be a major player on this Derby trail. But listen, Rocket Can came in. This is a horse that beat Hit Road, or Hit Show, I should say, that Dale, the Brad Cox horse last time out, and only finished 2nd to Confidence Game, who finished 3rd in the Lecomte. So he had good form, and 3-1, I kind of, a little bit of a gift, honestly. I thought he was my top pick, and really glad bettors went to Cyclone Mischief instead. So I think Cyclone Mischief, a little bit of back to the drawing board. This is the 2nd year in a row Dale Romans has a pretty hyped horse going into the Holy Bull that doesn't fire. So something to look out for there.
Yeah, I had the TVG/FanDuel app rolling all day, and they were talking Cyclone Mischief up all day long. And here we go. Like you said, came up short today. Really no excuses. He had a pretty good trip. He was squeezed a little bit, but I mean, you saw everybody else break through. That all the other horses that had a chance did what they were supposed to do. And 8 Rocket Can got it done for, like you said, 3-1. Right before we went live too, I said, man, at 3-1, that is tempting. And then I didn't bet it. Yeah. But I already had some money invested in him prior, so Good
Yeah,
stuff, man.
But we should say very quickly though, the Shadow Dragon and West Coast Cowboy running
Yeah.
really well underneath. And West Coast Cowboy is a horse I did like a little bit underneath, and he ran a heck of a race being up on the lead. So those two, it depends on how you want to look at it. Maybe it speaks to the weakness of the overall field that these two long shots can run underneath, or it speaks to maybe we undervalued how good these two horses are. So we'll just have to see until next time out. But certainly a thrilling Holy Bull Stakes and 20 points to Rocket Can for the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, Shadow Dragon looked like it was about to pull an upset there for a minute. It was making me a little nervous, but hey, one of the top ones got through, got the win. So thanks everybody for joining. We're going to do these on all of the Derby prep races, rolling into the season here as the Triple Crown season is really starting to heat up, starting to see the players. So Matt, thanks for joining. Everybody, thanks for watching. Peace.